This is 8C Factorising Algebraic Expressions for Year 9 Mathematics. The learning objective of today, you've got to learn how to factorise expressions, and you need to be able to use common factors to factorise, and also how to use binomial factors. So let's just go through a few examples to begin with. Let's find the highest common factor of 12a and 18ab. And I'm going to use HCF, which stands for highest common factor. Let's just start off first by looking at the coefficient of these two. And I have 12 and 18. Think about what's the highest common factor of 12 and 18. It's 6. 6 is the highest common factor of 12 and 18. Because 6 can go into 12 evenly and into 18 evenly, because 6 times 2 is 12 and 6 times 3 is 18. Next, let's look at the variable a, and over here I have a times b. What do you reckon the common factor of a and ab is? It's a, because a can go evenly into a, and it can go also evenly into a times the b. For example 2, let's find the highest common factor of 4x squared and 8xy. So HCF. Oops. Let's look at 4 and 8, both of the coefficients of these terms. The highest common factor in this example is 4, because it can go evenly into 4 and the 8. Then let's have a look at the x squared and the xy. The highest common factor is x. That means the highest common factor of these two terms, 4x squared and 8xy, is 4x. The reason why it's x over here is because x can go evenly into x and y. So let's try to factorize 18ab minus 12a. We have to look back on the previous example and use the highest common factor. And we have to take this out. And in this example, we found out that the highest common factor was 6a. So we can use this highest common factor and factorize 18ab minus 12a by first taking out the 6a. Then what we need to do next is open up a pair of brackets. Inside the bracket for the first term, it's going to be a number that when you multiply it by 6a, you're going to go back to 18ab. And that number has to start off with 3, because 3 times 6 gives us 18. And the next thing I'm going to write down is the b, because b times a will give me the ab. I'm going to bring down my minus symbol here, and you have to write down a number that multiplies with the 6 and gives me the 12, and that's going to be a 2, because 6 times 2 is 12. And as we have a here and a over there, a number that's times with a, which gives us a, is the 1. So we can just leave this as a minus 2 now. So if we factorize 18ab minus 12a, you're going to get 6a bracket 3b minus the 2. That's the final answer, is just 6a and then 3b minus 2. Because if we go back and expand this bracket, expanding it will be 6a times the 3 will give you the 18ab. And the 6a times the minus 2 will give you your minus 12a. Going back to where we were at the very start. Let's move on to the next example. Factorize 8xy minus 4x squared. Highest common factor, HCF. is, we found out in example 2, it's 4x. Using highest common factor, we can factorize 8xy minus 4x squared. It's going to equal to the 4x. Then we're going to open up a pair of brackets, and the number that times 4x, which gets 8xy, it's going to be 2y. And we bring down the minus symbol, minus 4x times the number, which gives us the 4x squared. It's going to be the x. And that is the factorized form of 8xy minus 4x squared. And to prove that, if I expand it again, if I go 4x times into 2y, I'm going to get 8xy. And if I go 4x times the minus x, I'm going to get minus 4x squared. Bringing us back to where we started. That means the factorized form of 8xy minus 4x squared is the 4x bracket 2y minus x, closing your bracket. Let's move on to binomial factor, and a binomial is when we have two terms such as 2x plus 1 or x plus 3 or a plus b, because we have two terms, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and we can use these binomials to help us factorize. How do we use binomials to help us factorize? Well, let's just have a look at example 5. With example 5 over here, we have factorized 2 bracket x plus y plus x bracket x plus y. We're going to use these binomials because they're both in each of these terms, and we can use them to factorize. To do that, what you need to do next is you're going to open up a pair of brackets, and using the common binomial in each term, we're going to bring it down because we have x plus y, which are both common in those two terms. I can bring that down. Then what you need to do next is you need to open up another pair of brackets, and inside these pairs of brackets it's going to be numbers that are outside of these common binomials. So we're going to bring down the 2. We're also going to bring down the symbol plus, and we're going to bring down the last number on the outside. It's going to be 2 plus x. And that is it for number 5. If you need help with the steps, I'll type it down for you. So what you need to do first is take out the common binomial in brackets, and then we're going to take down the terms and symbols on the outside. Okay. Moving on to example 6. Let's factorize bracket 2 minus x bracket 2 minus x again. Let's take out the common binomials in the brackets. The common binomial in the brackets here is the 2 take away the x. So we're going to open it up, the brackets, and bring it down. Then we're going to open up another pair of brackets, and we're going to take the terms outside and bring them down here. Over here it's 2 minus x. What number do you think would go in front of the 2 take away x here? There's no number here though, but because we haven't written any number in front of here. But outside here is an x, so what term do you think will go in here? That term is actually a 1, because 1 times the 2 minus x will not change the outcome. It will still stay as 2 take away x. That means the term out here is 1, so I'm going to bring down the 1, I'm also going to bring down the takeaway symbol and the x. Close the bracket, and I've successfully used the common binomial to factorize this expression. So that is the final answer for example 6. Give HC a go. Good luck.